Welcome to Pages with Sidra, Glowing Star. If you love diving into the world of novels behind your favorite manga, manhwa, and manhua, you're in the right place. Here, I bring stories to life by translating and reading the original works that inspire these captivating adaptations. Join me as we uncover the tales behind the panels, exploring their depth, charm, and unique storytelling. Subscribe and embark on this journey through the pages of global stories with me. I got a cheat ability in a different world and become extraordinary even in the real world. Vol 11 Chapter 1 Part 4. Sponsored chapter by Patreon, and you may also want to check our new Ko-Fi offer here tilde. Enjoy tilde. A Lonely Matter. Part 4. All right, it's nice, isn't it? That's good. While preparations for the school festival were underway, I also practiced with the band. This time we are going to play 3 songs. I wondered if I could do 3 songs even though I was a beginner, but since we chose songs that seemed easy, it seemed manageable. I had found out that the flame guitar that I got when I defeated the devil bear a long time ago could be connected to the Earth's amp through a connector, so I was assigned to play the guitar. Well, it's only natural since I'm the nobleman of the drums. Her. At first, the plan was for me, Ryo, and Shingo-kun to form a band, but I became the guitarist, Ryo became the bassist, and Shingo-kun became the keyboardist. Akira was also a novice drummer, but perhaps it was because he was a nobleman of the drums, as he said earlier, and he was improving quite quickly. However, since everyone, including Akira, was still a beginner, we couldn't try out the more difficult songs, but even so, I think we are getting good enough. However, the song is also very good. Is it really? Yes, this band I sing in it. At first, I thought that since Ryo had invited me to join the band, he would also be the vocalist, but when we started practicing, he asked me to be the vocalist. Naturally, I refused, saying I couldn't handle such a big role, but I couldn't say no to Ryo and Shingo-kan, who both agreed on the idea. After all, it's just as I thought. If Yui is going to be the vocalist in the center, it will look great on stage. Why, yes. Yui-kan was so good. You are indeed my rival. I wonder if that's true. Although Ryo and the others praised me in this way, I was not confident at all. I didn't know any popular songs, and I had never even heard of the songs we were going to perform this time. I had never even been to a karaoke club, and my singing experience was limited to chorus singing in music class. But no, the Hell's microphone that I got from the Hell Frog had a positive effect on me. I had started taking lessons by mistake right after I got that microphone, and I had gotten myself into a lot of trouble, but after I was chosen as a vocalist, I had been actively taking lessons in my free time. To be honest, I was hesitant to use that microphone due to the trauma of the first lesson, but having no experience singing in front of others, I had no choice but to rely on it to avoid dragging everyone down as much as possible. I had no choice but to rely on that microphone to keep up with the others. I'll do the best I can. That was all I could say. After practicing a few more times, it was time to go, so we decided to split up. Akira had a different route home, so we parted ways, and the 3 of us, Ryo, Shingo-kun, and I, headed home. Well, I said it in the heat of the moment at first, but I guess it turned out all right. I guess so. I've never touched a musical instrument outside of music class before, but it's fun. Right. This could be a good hobby for the rest of my life. Ryo was right. After practicing this time, I realized that it would be a shame for it to be a one-time only experience. That's how interesting it is to play a musical instrument. I've never been able to find time to use the flame guitar properly, but now I'm thinking I'll be more proactive about using it from now on. Speaking of which, I didn't know what kind of artists were invited after all. Why, I guess it's a surprise on the day after all. We're going to be on the same stage as them, aren't we? I'm looking forward to it. As each of them was walking around talking about the upcoming school festival, they were suddenly approached by a voice. Yuya-san? Eh? My Mu-san. Why? As she's the real one. To my surprise, I ran into Mu-san, who was a popular model. I knew that she lived in the area, but I had never expected to run into her on my way home, so I was surprised. The same thing happened to Mu-san, who looked at me with a surprised expression on her face. That uniform, come to think of it, Yuya-san is a student of Aussie Academy, isn't he? I found out about it from an article on the previous ball game. Oh, I am sure that happened too. The president of Musan's agency wanted to cover the event closely, so a lot of crews came to the ball game. As we were having such an exchange, Musan suddenly noticed the quiet Ryo and Shingo-kun. They are my friends, Ryo and Shingo-kun. Ryo, Shingo-kun. Yes. I introduced them, but there was no response, so I called out to them again, and they hurriedly pulled me along. Yuya, how could you be so calm? That's right. That model mews right in front of us. If you put it that way, I guess you're right. I've been modeling for a magazine together, and through that connection, I took on the role of Miu-san's boyfriend, so we've had some interaction. But now that I think about it again, it's a crazy situation. It is a ridiculous situation to find myself in such a situation, with a very popular model like Miu-san. That was exactly what happened when I went to a summer festival with Miu-san, and naturally, the reaction of those around me was great. But when I hear passionate speeches like this from both of them, it makes me feel the reality of the situation. Rather, I'm getting as nervous as I was when I met Miu-san for the first time. What's wrong? Yes. And no, it's nothing. Is that so? Huh. What is that thing you're carrying on your back? The three of us were all in a hurry, and Miu-san turned her attention to the guitar on my back. That's a guitar, isn't it? Can you play guitar, Yuya-san? I'm going to form a band with the two of them here at the upcoming school festival, and we're practicing for that stage just now. Hey, Yuya-san. By the way, the vocalist is Yuya too. Ryo. Yuya-san sings. In the midst of the surprise, Miu-san began to ponder something, as she didn't expect Ryo, who had been frozen until a moment ago, to say such a thing. Come to think of it, Kanid-san is also going to perform live at Yuya-san's academy, right? Maybe I should sneak out to see her. Eh? Oh, it's nothing. Well, then I'd better get going. Everyone, please do your best to prepare for the school festival. Yes. We parted ways with Miu-san and watched her back for a while. And then everyone exhaled as if they were released from tension. Phew, I was so nervous. I couldn't help but talk to her. But even so, her aura was incredible, wasn't it? Yes, indeed. Miu-san has an amazing aura even in magazines, but when you meet her in person, you are even more overwhelmed. She was beautiful in every aspect of her behavior, and she must have worked very hard for it. As we were walking home again, surprised at our unexpected encounter, a black car suddenly stopped next to us. Eh? What? Moreover, following that car, a line of similar black cars started to form one after another. Ryo and the others were surprised when the doors of the cars opened, and a large number of men in black emerged from inside. What the hell is going on? Who are these people? As I and the others were surprised at the sudden appearance, one of the black-clad men standing in a circle around us opened his mouth. Are you Tenjo-sama? Huh. Why, yes, I am, but... I didn't expect my name to come up, so I gave a curt response, and the black-clad person who asked me contacted somewhere with what appeared to be a radio. Here, target confirmed. I'm going to secure it. Yes? Secure. I twisted my head at the completely unexpected words, and the black-clad men swarmed me at once and restrained me as I was. Yui. Yui. I was put into the car before I had time to resist, and the car started off without any resistance. Car. What the hell was that? But more importantly, Yuya-kun was kidnapped. That's right. Is that kidnapping? That's a lie. Anyway, call the police and the school. What's going on? Oh. Ryo and Shingo turned around to find Kaori standing there. Around the time when Yuya was kidnapped by a mysterious group and Ryo and the others were in turmoil, Lanil had returned to a place called the Heavenly Realm, which was located in a different dimension from the world where Earth and Arjuna exist. Then, she explained the situation to her superiors, the observers, and advised them about the participation of Iris and the others in addition to Yuya. One of the observers raised his voice. Even I am annoyed that we have to depend on people from lower worlds, and now you want to add more. I won't accept such a thing. But it is also true that our forces are inadequate. Shouldn't we bring them in? It will be of no use to us to borrow the strength of those from the lower worlds. Those who can't even inflict a single wound on us can't possibly be able to deal with the false gods. I agree. Even if we were to give them the means to oppose the false gods, would they be worth the trouble? Starting with the first observer's opinion, words were exchanged one after another. However, many of the opinions were rather negative toward Yuya and the others. Then one observer, the only one who was silently watching the situation, quietly clapped his hands. Quiet. With that single word, the observers who had been exchanging so many opinions became silent. After confirming that the surroundings had become quiet, the observer who clapped his hands asked Lanil. Xenovis isn't coming, is he? Why, yes. As I told you before, Xenovis has completely handed over his role to tend Yuya. I see, however, not only this Yuya but also his friends wish to lend their help. That's right. How good are they from your point of view, Lanil? When asked this question, Lanil answered honestly, remembering Iris and the others. If it is a battle without the divine authority, I think they are stronger than us apostles. However, compared to the observers, I can't say that they are any better. I see. After listening to Lanil's words, the observer pondered for a while. Then he made a decision. I understand. Let's first confirm it by meeting them in person, and bring them with you. Exclamation. Yes. Thus, it was decided that not only Yuya but also Iris and the others would be called to the heavenly realm. Thank you so much for joining me today on Pages with Sidra. Glowing Star, I hope you enjoyed exploring the story as much as I did. If you are as passionate about novels, manga, manhwa, and manhua as I am, don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow book and comic lovers, and subscribe for more incredible tales from around the world. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new chapter. Until next time, happy reading, and I'll see you on the next page. Bye for now.